So I was looking up on the internet all these hacks. Look at all these hacks. Did you know, for example, Verizon got hacked too?
Can you hear me now?
No.
That's because they were hacked.
That's right. Did you know that Gmail was also hacked?
Oh, that's why my 89,000 emails finally got cleaned out of my inbox.
Must be why. And of course, Equifax.
Equifax. Let's talk more about that. Me and 143 million other people. Hello everybody, my name is Barry Horvath and this is Moving Forward TV, your local market update.
And I am Delynn Gaston. Thank you for joining us on today's show. So
let's talk.
I was surprised at all those security breaches and everything. That's a lot. And the list goes on. Where did I put the rest of my list? Hang on, because I had them all written down. Let me just, some of these are just crazy. So besides those, Whole Foods, maybe they'll put ho-hos on the shelves. I don't know. Sonic, the SEC, California Board of Realtors. Put something good in Whole Foods. Blue Cross Blue Shield, Kmart, DocuSign, FAFSA.
So these are all companies that have recently been hacked, per se.
So it's not like it's, we knew it would happen. We were saying in last week's show all about fraud. These criminals are brilliant. They really are. They're just brilliant.
Why don't they channel their brilliancy to good use?
I know.
I think that would be a smart thing to do.
I know.
You know, it'd be cool if somebody hacked our show and changed the beginning of it.
To something funny.
They could give me a different head.
Oh wait, we do that anyway.
Be careful what I wish for.
We've done that one. We've done all kinds of crazy stuff on the beginning.
It'll be funny.
But anyway.
So let's talk about Equifax.
So today's show, yes, we're going to talk about Equifax and basically what happened. It's obviously been all over the news, you guys. It's nothing surprising, but
some of our viewers don't watch the news, Delynn. They just watch us to find out what's going on in the world.
We're going to bring you up to date on what we're hearing in the lending world and what's going on in the whole Equifax security breach and such.
And this show is, as usual, about educating you, our real estate professionals, our potential buyers, or just people who think we're funny and want to watch us. All the above. And, right now there's a lot of hacking going on. And right now, 143 million people in the U.S. alone were affected by this recent security breach.
Right.
So, Delynn, tell everybody, I know you're big on the depositories, Equifax. What is Equifax?
Yeah, so let's first do that. Let's go, just for anybody who doesn't know. So let's.
Shall we?
There are three main repositories that every single creditor, every lender, every credit card company, every bank, everybody uses in the entire country, and that is Equifax, of course, TransUnion, and Experian. So there's three main repositories. Keep in mind, only one of those have been hacked. Only Equifax. TransUnion and Experian are still fine. Your information is safe. However, 143 million people were affected by this hack into Equifax. So that it happened apparently when it happened is in May, between May and July of 2017.
It's so funny. It's not funny, but it took that long for them to figure out. So the breach was going on for months continuously.
Right. And I don't know when in May. It just says May to July. So even if it was the end of May, that's at 60 days probably.
Yeah, that's crazy.
But that's a lot of time for hackers to get in there.
And let's talk about what information was stolen.
Right. And that's what I'm going to say. So they didn't get in and get everything, but they did on all 143 million people. But they did get some major stuff.
Yeah, they were stealing Social Security numbers, driver's licenses.
In some cases, driver's licenses.
Yeah. They even got access to people's credit card numbers in some cases.
birth
their
dates,
birth dates, their
addresses,
address. I mean, all your personal
it says,
private information.
And it says addresses. And the important thing about that is, you know how sometimes on some of these, websites and things like that that you go to for your banking or whatever else, sometimes they'll ask you, what was the color of your first car or whatever. But sometimes some of the stuff that they ask you is, what address did you ever have any of these?
Yes.
They list 10 addresses. Which one of these have you lived at in the past?
And they're just trying to positively
and it makes you feel more secure.
Sure.
Okay, this is secure, but now that information has been hacked.
It's kind of scary.
It is.
Because it is one of the big 3 depositories.
Right.
And really, when we talk about all the other companies that were hacked, it's like, well, people say, well, who cares if Whole Foods was hacked? That doesn't affect me,
Yeah.
But, it does in some ways. But this is personal information.
And this is something everybody in the country has. And you can't do anything without a credit score. Your car insurance, your, anything that you do besides credit cards and car loans and house loans and things like that.
And then the end effect in all this is someone can actually pose as you. They can apply for credit as you. They can go online and get
theft,
it's identity theft, and it's a big, big, hot topic right now. So let's talk about where they can check this information out. Let's give them the website to find out if you want to find out if you were affected. You can actually go online to EquifaxSecurity2017.com. EquifaxSecurity2017.com. You go to that web address and you put in your information. Not all of it, mind you. They only take a little bit of it, luckily.
All you have to put it, I think, is your name and the last 6 digits of your Social Security number, and that'll let you know. Don't go to me when I have glasses on.
Hey, how you doing?
Hey.
Hey, that's your boy.
I know.
So you go in there and it'll tell you if you were potentially affected, and then it's going to give you another date to come back. So we're going to tell you in just a few minutes when we come back from break on
what you can do about it.
What you can do about this to see if you were affected in case you were. So we'll be back right after this. Okay, we're back, everybody. We're talking about my favorite subject.
Credit?
No.
Equifax breach?
Hacking.
Hacking. Yeah, hacking up.
You hacked me up.
Oh, that's funny. All right,
so all right, we talked about what happened with the Equifax credit breach.
And this is for what it's worth. Let me just read this real quick. And this is
what
Equifax says happened.
That way the camera can zoom right in on you with your glasses on.
And what Equifax said that they're going to do about it. Okay, so they said that they identified a cybersecurity incident potentially impacting approximately 143 million U.S. people. And I think it's funny that it's U.S. because then later on they say that also...
Yeah, the U.K. and Canada were also affected in the same breach.
Right.
So, you know...
So they discovered the unauthorized access and acted immediately to stop the intrusion. I guess immediately.
Time out. Hold it.
Is a little questionable.
Right, yeah. So the hack was going on from May till
July.
So they acted upon it immediately.
Maybe they have a different sense of immediate than we do. What do you think?
Yeah. Clearly they need to be in the mortgage industry and understand what urgency is.
Yeah, the word immediate. And they promptly engage in leading independent security. This is what they're doing to prevent it again. They are also reported the criminal access to law enforcement and continue to work with the authorities. They are they have engaged a leading independent cybersecurity firm to conduct an assessment and provide recommendations on steps that can be taken to help prevent this type of incident
I have a
happening again.
recommendation.
Wah, 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 wah.
Exactly. You know what? Maybe you ought to check out TransUnion, see what they're doing, because they weren't hacked.
They didn't get hacked.
But you know what's so funny but not funny? Again, the CEO resigned over this. Did you know that?
Yeah, I did.
Yeah.
Yeah. But you know what?
Ultimately, it's his responsibility.
Ultimately,
this is a huge breach. It's like, you own Fort Knox and you open the fort up and let people in.
My guess is there's probably more people who resigned or maybe were let go or something like that. Maybe we're just not hearing about it.
We only hear about the big guy.
Yeah,
the big
I'm
guy's
sure. Because I'm sure not just one head rolled on this. I mean, this is huge.
This is one of the biggest hacks in history.
In the world, probably. Yeah. So, okay. So let's talk a little bit about what they can do.
Did I tell you my Instagram was hacked?
No.
It really was.
The second biggest thing in the world.
My Instagram was hacked. I could not get in it. I don't know what they wanted to do with all my pictures. I really don't. It's a true story. And you know what they do? Like, in order to get back in, they transferred. They changed
your password?
No, they changed it. All my alerts were going to some email. I'm like, whose email is that?
Really?
Yeah, Abdul somebody. I don't know. I mean, I have no idea where it went. It was
Why
really weird.
Why do they want your pictures?
I have no idea. I mean,
they're going to Photoshop like maybe some abs on you and put you in some men's magazine.
Make me look good. Yeah, they did. They really hacked me. And then, so here's what I really had to do. So I sent a message to the help desk, and they make you send a picture of yourself to the help desk with a certain code that they send you and hold it up in front of you and send it to them to identify yourself so that they know to let you back in.
What if that was Abdul?
I don't know.
Answering that.
Don't pick on
so
Abdul.
Now Abdul has a picture of you.
Listen, I got my account back, okay? It actually happened twice.
Don't they do that with prisoners?
Yes, and there was me with my headshot, and it was very specific. It said, make sure it's a headshot from here up. I can't make this stuff up. You're laughing at me.
Am I the only one that is thinking like
this is why you don't have Instagram, okay?
Oh my God.
So find my Instagram account and follow me, okay?
Because it's going to be funny.
And if it's really bad,
Abdul has control over it apparently.
No, if there's really something weird on it, it probably wasn't me. There's my out right now, okay?
All
right. So anyway, let's talk about what we can do to prevent this.
To prevent Barry's Instagram from being hacked and his picture being all over Lord knows where.
I'm so glad you're amused by this.
I am.
All right. So
with his prisoner number.
All right. So let's talk about what people can do.
Okay. Yeah. Let's get back to the Equifax breach here. All right. So here's what they said that you can do. Obviously, one of the first things they're going to want to do is get a copy of your credit report and continue to monitor it. They did say that they are going to be offering free monitoring services.
Yes. And then you.
Hello.
Yeah, look.
Hello.
Yeah, you know what you do?
If they already got hacked, I don't know that I would trust their monitoring service.
Yeah, maybe get another third party.
Get another one.
Yeah,
I
maybe.
would.
I'm pretty sure that since this hack, now they've tightened up security quite a bit. Just saying.
Sure.
You know.
I'm sure, but still, I think this is the time to invest in another, credit. And all the credit monitoring people are going to love me, but personally,
the old standby, the government site is annualcreditreport.com. Go on there, look at your credit report, make sure you didn't buy another car that you don't have in your driveway.
And that's the one that you can get every year for free. And all three of the repositories, you can get them for free. Right. And I would do that, but you can only get it once a year for free. They definitely have something that you can pay for, like I said, a monitoring service, something like that, to get it more often than that. And right now I would, just to be on the safe side. It's just a good idea.
What else can they do? How about, can they put a credit freeze, Delynn? How does that work?
Yes.
I know this is your favorite thing.
Well, not necessarily my favorite thing, but you can put a credit freeze.
No, my Instagram being hacked was your favorite thing.
That's the topper of the show right there.
Oh, jeez.
What I was going to say is, so you can do, what I was interested to find out, there's actually two things, and they're kind of similar. It's a credit freeze or a credit lock. Not a whole heck of a lot of difference between the two of them. Hang on, I have to find it here in my notes. All right, so not on that page. Okay, hang on. No, now I lost it.
All right, well, thanks for joining our show.
Here we go, I got it. Sorry. All right, so what is the difference between a credit file lock and a security freeze? basically you're going to call up your creditors and your and you're going to say that you don't want anybody running your credit, anything happening on your credit. You're basically freezing your whole credit report. So no one can pull a credit report on you. No one can apply for any credit in your name. Nothing, anything that happens on your Social Security number. Credit lock, they work similarly. The downside of them...
Say that 3 times fast.
No. The downside, as you were just saying, is, of course, if you're trying to apply for credit anywhere...
All right. They don't know I was saying that. That was during the break. I just want to point that out to you.
Sorry, I was thrown off by the Instagram thing.
So if you are applying for a mortgage, if you are in the process of buying a house, you might want to lift those things because it can actually cause a delay in you get, because it's all about timelines and mortgages, everybody wants to meet those closing dates,
and they say it's going to take when you do put the security freeze or credit lock on your accounts, then it's going to take a couple of days for them to go into effect. And likewise, when you go to take them off, it's going to take a couple of days for them to come off.
All of a sudden, a 30-day contract only has 26 days because you had credit lock on your credit report, and your lender couldn't get it off there. So keep that in mind.
Yeah, I just wouldn't do that.
Sounds like common sense. What's another thing? I love this. File your taxes early.
Another one that was going on, sure.
Yeah. And you know why?
Now that they have your personal information.
Well, you know what it is? They can file your taxes on your behalf. Pretend they're you, and you're actually due a refund. Guess what? Guess who's getting your refund? Mr. Criminal.
Because they changed the address.
Mr. Hacker. Mr. Instagram stealer.
They change your address.
Now he's getting your refund.
Right.
That's crazy to even think about that.
That was going on even before this. But I would imagine we're going to see an increase in that. I'm sure we're going to see an increase in that. Yeah. All right. So one of the other things that you do is cancel your cards. So if you do have credit cards and things like that, just cancel them. It does. Every creditor, obviously, in the entire country knows that this happens, so it's not surprising to them. Cancel your debit cards, cancel your credit cards, things like that, and just get a new one.
And watch your bank accounts. Watch all your statements.
Closely.
Yeah, monitor. I have on my Amex, just in case you were trying to steal it. I know you were. I get an alert every time.
It's used.
Even one of my authorized users.
Yeah.
And I get
my
an alert.
Discover card does that too. Just automatically,
cool.
It sends you a
and
thing.
I'll be like,
you just used your card at such and such. Yes, I did.
Yes, it's a good thing. All right, so
an email.
We got some more great ideas on how to protect yourself and what's going on in the community. Coming back right after this.
Earl, I got something you might want to trade that thing in for.
What?
Something that really matters. Some leather that really matters.
What's that, Dave?
The Bible.
Oh, man.
How about that? How about we do a little trade-off?
Oh, I love it. I love it. We got the real word here, boy. I'm telling you. And by the way, man, I'm just so excited, man. We be talking about God, TAC. That's going to be phenomenal on WeBeam TV every Tuesday at 5:30.
That's going to be great.
Unbelievable.
Absolutely.
So what do you think about all this fraud stuff?
Pretty scary.
It is scary.
It is scary.
But how timely? You know why?
Why?
Oh, it's Halloween.
That's true.
It's coming up.
He's such a goof.
I know. I just had to throw that in. Well, you don't let me talk about sports no more, so we might as well talk about the holidays. So
talk about hockey anytime you want.
Oh, really? Hey, the Lightning won. They're 2-1 right now.
I know.
I don't know.
I get the updates on my phone.
That's so funny.
And speaking of phone, right?
Yeah, speaking of phone, actually, there is, in addition to doing a credit freeze, there's really 4 more steps to put an iron wall around your money.
Protect yourself. Yeah,
yes.
To protect yourself.
And one of them is your smartphone right here.
Yeah.
Because all your personal information is on here. So one of the biggest things that's recommended is that you do have protection on it. Put a password on your phone.
Yeah. And change it.
Did you see iPhone 10 has the face scan? Can you imagine what that?
No, does it?
Yes, it does.
Of course it does.
It's actually failing, but your thumb scan is good because nobody can steal your thumb. Well, they can, but you probably got to go with it.
But if you think about it, we all, everybody uses your phone for so much. You log into your bank account. Everybody has the app, your credit card apps and stuff like that. And so you need to protect your phone.
You do need to protect it because a lot of your authentication things come via email that are right on your phone.
Which is the second thing on our list.
Well, second thing to put the ironclad around your money is to use a two-step, meaning
verification system.
Whether it be a voice thing combined with an email.
Right.
or
enter a password and get a text code,
so
done
two
that.
layers additional
Right.
on top of your password for
Right.
security. I think that's a great idea.
The other thing that I was kind of surprised at was maximize your mutual fund security. So tell me about that, Bear.
Okay, well, I'll tell you about it. Actually, a lot of people don't know that you can go online with many of these mutual fund companies and you can actually transfer money directly online into your bank account. Well, if the hacker gets in and updates your bank account
And changes
to
it
theirs,
to their bank account.
all of a sudden they're transferring money out of your fund to yours. And actually mutual fund companies don't follow the same regulatory rules as banks do. So
Banks are FDIC insured.
and mutual funds are not. Now, two of the big players in the arena, which are Fidelity and Vanguard, actually do have special fraud things they have in place that you can optionally sign up for to protect you. So,
But people should definitely, if they're not with Vanguard or Fidelity, they definitely should probably check with your 401k
oh, absolutely.
provider, whoever, and put some
Call-
security things in place.
call your 401k provider and find out what are their fraud policies and how do they work. Don't call them after the fact and say, I lost my money.
Right.
Because it can happen. So it's actually sad.
And then the last thing they have on here is put a fraud alert on your credit reports, which is a little bit different than a. So if you're not canceling all your cards, and if you're not going to put a freeze on the whole thing, you can put a fraud alert, which basically is an extra layer, so that if anybody does try and pull your credit, let's say you're going for a car loan or whatever, or a mortgage, there's extra verifying that the lender or the credit grantor has to go through in order to verify your identity. So it's just something else. A lot of these, I did want to mention too, a lot of these things normally cost money. These protections, these freezes, these credit locks, these, things like that, they usually cost money. For a short period of time anyway, this stuff is going to be free. So, take advantage of it now, guys.
Actually, there's two apps that are out there that I like that can help you with that two-part confirmation. Yeah, so Google Authenticator is one, and the other is Microsoft Authenticator.
What was the first one?
Google Authenticator.
Google Authenticator.
Yeah,
That's
and
interesting.
Microsoft.
Okay.
And what they do is when you go on, when you log in normally from your device, it recognizes your IP address, so it knows it's you or someone who stole your device.
Right. Unfortunately.
It just puts that other next layer of protection on there, authenticating you. And then another good thing is, people all tend to use the same password
For everything?
for all your accounts, so you don't forget it. I get it. But there's a program called LastPass that you can use on your devices, and it'll remember all your passwords and actually generate a new one. So if a hacker gets in, they're not going to be able to keep up with your password. Now, a good hacker...
That's an app, or is that a website? What would you, LastPass?
LastPass is actually, I believe it's an...
Interesting.
Yeah, it's a management app.
Okay.
It's actually an app. So,
Okay. I'm
if
gonna
you're
go
a
look for that
hacker
one.
looking at somebody that's going through all the extra trouble and they're going to have to work really hard to get to you,
Right.
they're probably going to go past you
Right,
and go
you're
on
right.
to the next person. That's just an open book.
Right,
per
not
se,
paying much attention to
and
their
being naive to it.
things.
So,
Good stuff.
Yeah, all kinds of good
Good
stuff.
stuff.
So,
Now, some of the websites that I did want to mention real quick, like we said, the first of all, the website for Equifax to see if you were breached, or and there's just a whole wealth of information on this website. So definitely go in there and don't just click off after you see if you were breached or not. Read some of this stuff because it's great information. EquifaxSecurity2017.com. EquifaxSecurity2017.com. Free. Just go in there, see if you were compromised, and read some of this stuff. It's pretty cool. The other one we want to mention again is annualcreditreport.com. We've told you about this one before. That is a free credit report that you get. Again,
freecreditreport.com is not free.
Right. And then the other one, if you do find that you have, after checking and monitoring your own credit and your credit card statements and your bank card statements and things like that, if you do find some fraudulent charges, please report it. And the government wants you to send it to identitytheft.gov. Identitytheft.gov. Another really good website with a whole bunch of information on what you should do if you've been compromised.
And remember, there are time limits on reporting those fraudulent activities on your credit report or your bank account. All right.
So
Really,
Wow.
yeah.
A lot of good stuff today. So
Sad information, but good
I
information.
know,
Nonetheless, it's reality. So let's talk about upcoming events going on in the community. Anything you got coming up, Delynn?
Our favorite,
Our
one of
favorite.
our
I
favorites.
love it.
All right, so the West Pasco Business Association, our local networking group here, WPBA.biz,
And
is where
charity.
you can find us.
501c3.
And charity, as we are a 501c3. One of our biggest events of the year is coming, which is the Grinch, How the Grinch Saved Christmas. Lots of you already know about it, but for those of you who don't, it's a local, our networking group. What we do is we give back to the community that supports us. And what we do is we have a huge event, and it's on December 8th this year, and it's at Spartan Manor in Newport Richey. And if you would like, if you're a business and you would like to either be part of our sponsorship group, or maybe donate a basket, or donate some alcohol, something like that, donate anything. We'll take all kinds of donations.
There's
for
spirit
our
tables.
spirit table, for our
There's
gift
live
cards
bands.
if you have a restaurant.
It's a great event.
It's a wonderful event. It's a lot of fun, and the funds that we raise, we usually help several local families have a Christmas who ordinarily would not due to certain circumstances in their family.
Such a sad thing.
I know.
But it's really a feel-good event. Like,
This is our
I
7th
promise,
year
if
doing
you go
it.
once, you'll want to come every year.
Right, I know.
Because
It's
you're
been
going to
growing
laugh,
every year.
and you're going to cry.
Right.
And you're going to laugh again, and
Yes.
you're going to dance and have fun. It's a party,
And this
though.
is our 7th year. Can you believe it's
No.
7 years we've
No.
been doing this?
No.
I know. It went by fast.
It's one of the largest holiday events. You don't want to miss it. Go on WPBA.biz or .rocks right now.
And we have
Get your
fun.
pre-sale
Ugly
tickets.
sweater contests, cool Christmas sock
Yeah, and
contests.
it's all about Grinch people, Grinch lookalikes, people dress
Right.
up like their favorite Grinch
It's a
character.
blast.
So
Get
it's a
your
good
tickets
time.
early, though, because prices go up and the tables sell out quickly. And please consider being one of our sponsors. Lots of sponsorship opportunities, too.
Good stuff.
WPBA.biz or WPBA.rocks is where you can find all the information.
Gotta love it, gotta love it. Delynn, thanks for all the great information this week.
Thank you, Barry.
No, thank you.
No, thank you.
No.
We just, go right down. So let's end it there. Thanks, everyone, for watching.
Share us,
like us,
Facebook,
all that fun stuff.
Twitter, LinkedIn.
Yeah.
Don't go to Instagram.
It's not there.
I'm just kidding. You can
Thanks,
go to Instagram.
everyone, for watching. We appreciate you guys. We are today and every day.
Moving forward.
We'll see everybody next week. Bye-bye.